If you want to prevent or recover from an injury, learn how to safely push the bounds of your own limitations, or hone your performance for demanding physical activities, UPMC Sports Medicine can help. Their experts use cutting-edge science-based rehabilitation techniques to speed recovery and restore function while focusing on injury prevention, nutrition, conditioning, and activity-specific training for all ages and skill levels. Young or old, pro or amateur, UPMC Sports Medicine has the expertise, advanced technology, and services for athletes. UPMC Sports Medicine, a proud sponsor of the Youngstown Phantoms.
This is YPHR, the radio home of your Youngstown Phantoms. And now it's time for Inside the Glass, the official Youngstown Phantoms radio show. Here's your host, Sean Stewart, and voice of the Phantoms, Matt Lipsack.
Welcome to this week's episode of Inside the Glass. I am voice of the Phantoms, Matt Lipsack. Thank you so much for joining us this week here for what we hope is not the penultimate show of the 2016-2017 season. I am joined, as always, by my partner in crime, Sean Stewart. Sean, welcome to the program.
Thanks, Matt. Great to be here. Great position to be in as we look to have a hopeful playoff matchup. But even if we don't, it's still a great season looking back, and being in this position at this point of the year is very exciting.
Yeah, Sean, that at this point the Phantoms can only control what they can control, and that unfortunately, what's life without a little drama, right? So let's let's sit back and tomorrow or Thursday, whenever you are listening to this show, we're recording on Wednesday, and tomorrow, Thursday, is when the Green Bay Gamblers will be taking on the Bloomington Thunder to help decide the Phantoms' playoff fate. But the Phantoms can only control what they can control. And speaking of things that the Phantoms could control, let's go ahead and get to the recap of last weekend's games, two-game series against the Lincoln Stars. Well, Friday didn't get off to such a great start for the Phantoms as they gave up a goal to Christian Evers at 13:04 of the first period to give Lincoln a 1-0 lead. Just a one-time blast from the point by Evers, while the Stars were on the power play. Evers' 8th goal of the season, assisted by Ethan Frank and Brandon Schultz. Alex Esposito tied the game at 19-19 of the second period with a power play goal of his own.
Backhand to the cross to Mahawk. Mahawk goes back over for Wysocki, and Alex Esposito pokes in a rebound. Alex Esposito has scored a Pizza Joe's power play goal, and the Phantoms are on the board. They have tied the game with 41 seconds remaining in the second period. He may not know karate, but he knows crazy. Alex Esposito tying the game for the Phantoms with his 15th goal of the season.
Assist to Evan Wysocki and Alec Mahalik on that goal by Alex Esposito, his 15th of the season, tying the game at 1. Phantoms had a great late push there in that second period, but were just unable to get another one past Joseph Coronar, including probably 3 really good chances in the last 10 seconds. But we would go into the second intermission tied at 1. Lincoln took a 2-1 lead at 2:46 of the third period. Carter Long getting his first career USHL goal, flicking a shot from the right point off the top of Ivan Kublikov's right leg and into the net. Jack Doremus and Justin Richards getting the assists on Carter Long's goal. And then Chase Primo put home his own rebound after going for a wraparound, his 4th goal of the season, assisted to Henry Bowlby and Casey Dornbach. And that gave Lincoln a 3-1 lead just 31 seconds after the Carter Long goal, so that came at 3:17. And then Brandon Schultz would get an unassisted empty net goal at 18:28 to make up the final margin of 4-1. Ivan Kublikov took the loss, stopped 17 of 20 Lincoln shots. Joseph Coronar got the win, stopped 27 of 28. 3 stars for the game. Third star was Alex Esposito. Second star was Joseph Coronar. And the first star was Carter Long. Sean, tell us about the Saturday game.
Well, Saturday did go a little bit better for the Phantoms, getting things starting off in the first period with a bit of a scrap between Steven Ruggiero and Chase Primo, probably looking more like his father, Keith, playing for the old Philadelphia Flyers. But that would really ignite the Phantoms as they were able to get on the board at 16:02 of the second period as Cole Norris was able to get his 15th of the season on the Pizza Joe's power play.
through the corner. Dockery picks up the rebound, but he'll lose it to Dorbach. Is Dorbach able to clear? Yes, he is. Puck pop free to Frank. Frank will send it on his backhand down the length of the ice. Kublikov with a quick up for Wasaki. Wasaki, backhand with a Norris. Norris shoots! He scores! Ivan Kublikov with a beautiful pass to Evan Wasaki. Finds Cole Norris crashing in on the back door. Cole deposits the one-timer. For his 15th goal of the season, and the Phantoms have a 1-0 lead.
And helpers on the Norris goal went to Evan Wasaki, and goalie point alert. Ivan Kublikov picking up his second point of the year as he was able to find Wasaki way up in the neutral zone, who then found Cole for his 15th of the season. And the Phantoms would carry that 1-0 lead into the third, but Cole Krieger would get his third of the season at 3:10 to tie things up for the Stars, assisted by Luka Maver and Henry Bowlby. But Alex Esposito would redirect one home after Alec Mahalik wristed one from the point at 11:14.
Dockery in the right circle. Centers it, was looking for Crawford in the slot, couldn't take the pass, and Lincoln's going to get it clear. With 10 seconds left on this Pizza Joe's power play, that should just about do it. Mahalik, quick up for Esposito. Esposito gives it up to Dockery. Dockery, cross to Mahalik. Mahalik with a shot, he scores! Big Alex Esposito got a redirect. Taking a 2-1 lead. Let's go fishing with dynamite, Sean.
And what a nice play by Esposito, being in front of the net for almost the duration of the power play the Phantoms were on. And 2 seconds after the power play ended, Mahalik was able to wrist one towards the net, and Espo right in front, redirected it home for his 16th of the season. Mahalik and Dominic Dockery picking up the apples on the Espo goal. And so that would be our final. 2-1, the Phantoms took the victory, kept their playoff hopes alive. Ivan Kublikov stopping 29 of 30 shots, and Joseph Koronar stopping 34 of 36 shots. Your 3 stars of the game: third star was Cole Krieger, second star was Cole Norris, and your first star of the night with the game-winning goal was Alex Esposito.
And Sean, really not much to break down here. The Phantoms needed, 4 points. They got 2. So we're going to take a look at the playoff picture in the final segment of this week's show. But, you breathe a sigh of relief when they win the Saturday game, but you were hoping for all 4 points last weekend.
Yeah, you obviously want to win out at that point. You want to get all the points that you need to make the playoffs. But, again, you can only control what you can control. Green Bay kind of kept us out of it for a little bit. They won the last 8 or 9 games that they've played since they've played us, 8 games to be exact. And so when you have a team that's hot like that, sometimes they do overtake you a little bit. However, the Phantom's still in position, and we'll discuss that later on in the program.
All right, want to take a quick timeout and thank our sponsors for this first segment, but don't go away because Phantoms head coach Brad Patterson will be sitting down for a chat with us in segment 2.